Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out How to Get Rich by Mitsi Studio. Well, easiest way to get rich is just be lucky or be born to rich parents and inherit. That's the easiest way to do it. But let's see what Mitsi thinks.
So, how do you get super rich? Well, easy. Just follow a few steps and boom, you're
Just
swimming
exploit
in
everything.
Cash. Okay, no, not really. I mean, if it were that simple, you wouldn't be here. But today, we're going from broke as a joke
land,
to mastering wealth building and financial
whatever you can
freedom.
exploit
Let's
it.
just say
and you'll get
super
rich.
However, super rich is relative. For some people, it's a happy family and healthy kids. For others, it's a 100-foot yacht with lobsters, caviar, and champagne. And yes, we know which one of those two
All
brought
pointless
you here,
things.
you greedy bastards. We're talking about a lifestyle.
I always thought about what I would do if I was rich and I had millions of dollars. But then I realized there's nothing I really want. I mean, I'd renovate my house, I'd buy a car, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if I was rich, I had millions. My future's set up. I don't have to ever go to work. I don't care about frivolous things. I don't need a car that costs a few million, like a Bugatti or whatever. I just wouldn't do anything with the money. I guess I would just hoard it.
So over the top, it needs Instagram filters tuning it down, just to look believable. But before you live like a diamond dealer in a Scorsese movie, we need to talk about why most people stay broke. And spoiler, the list is long.
Because if everybody was
number of
rich,
broke people
nobody would
and
be
yes,
rich.
Those two numbers do correlate. Look closely at the world and you'll see two
Asian
realities. Mass consumption and mass production. The world of demand and the world of supply. One cannot exist without the other.
Jesus. How do they get away with
See a
this?
30,000 square meter factory in China with thousands of exhausted workers? Well, that's mass production. See 30,000 people lining up to buy things they don't need?
Looters.
That's mass consumption. Now, here's the brutal truth. Spending money feels like a walk in the park. Building wealth, that's a lifetime level financial
Spending
bootcamp.
money is
It
easy.
requires
Making
planning,
money is
discipline,
hard.
and patience. And most broke people run away when they hear that. And if they're lazy as well, they just walk. But here's the good part. Once you understand this, you're already ahead of 90% of people. Because mass consumption is easy, predictable, and fun, and asset building is where the real rewards are hiding. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to start stepping off the hamster wheel of instant gratification and start building real wealth. And yeah.
I mean, look, I'm just going to take this video as a joke because it's supposed to be one. No one's gonna get rich from the things that they say in this video. It's not gonna happen.
Yes, we'll make it fun along the way. Step 1. Hunger strike. When you start
What?
building wealth, the devil is in the details. And by devil, I mean those hard-earned dollars trying to turn themselves into a gold-sprinkled latte. This is the time to make every dollar loyal, every second of your time a weapon, and every impulse purchase a distant memory. Think of it like a hunger strike, but for your wallet. You're not starving yourself, you're training your money to flow into investing and passive
Yeah, just
income
don't buy
streams
useless
instead of
things.
disappearing on nonsense
Only buy
purchases.
what you actually need.
Simply said, you are training your rookie dollars some discipline. 10 hard. So, that gold-sprinkled latte I mentioned earlier, denied. That impulse buy on limited edition salmon socks, denied. Oh, and feel free to leave a comment about the most useless stuff you spend your money on. I'm sure you can surprise this crowd big time.
What's the most useless thing I ever spent my money on? I guess Lego. I mean, yeah, I've bought a lot of useless things over the years. Can't remember when I last bought something that I haven't needed. You know, because now that I'm older, I realize the actual value of money, so I don't spend it nearly as much as I did before.
Step 2. Get out of your comfort zone. Congratulations, you've
Oh,
saved
invest?
some money. That alone gives you more options than that long list of broke people we mentioned earlier.
Well, did he just shoot
That
himself?
alone gives you more options than that long list of broke people
Oh, he
we
lost
mentioned
everything, didn't he?
earlier. Need a raise at work? Go ask for it. Boss says no? Cool. Tell him so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. Yes, that's from the Sound of
Well,
Music.
some
Yes,
people
it
don't
sounds
have
lame,
that
but,
option.
hey,
They can't
it's
just
what counts.
quit their
So,
job.
to give it to you straight, real change only happens when you embrace chaos. Most people just freeze when they hear that, and still they wonder why they're all stuck. Oh, the irony. And don't you think that a constant presence of chaos might actually feel like it has its own kind of order? For example, here at Mitsi Studio, we live in chaos daily. Do we know what the hell we're doing all the time? Absolutely not. We fail spectacularly, blame the intern, and move on like professionals do.
Yeah, just blame the interns.
So, step out of your comfort
Unpaid
zone,
interns.
lean into the chaos, you will get used to it. Step 3. The long marathon. Building serious wealth doesn't happen overnight. Unlike that Netflix subscription you cancelled after a month of regret, this is a multi-year, all-in, no-excuses grind. Welcome to the marathon of your financial life. Your stock market moves, real estate deals, and long-term wealth-building strategies are all part of this grind. A journey full of boredom, sleep deprivation, headaches, and cheap coffee that caused those headaches. You'll plan, mess up spectacularly, fix train wrecks, sometimes your own train wreck, sometimes somebody else's.
Well, if you're trying to make money, you probably shouldn't be
Picture
breaking
it like
monitors.
watching a Bob Ross painting tutorial at 0.25 times the speed. Painstaking, slow, occasionally infuriating. But stick with it, and eventually, a masterpiece emerges. And remember, you run this marathon in silence. The medals, the finish line, the cheers, they're waiting at the end, not beside the road. Step 4. Keep learning. Yeah, keep learning sounds exactly like something your high school counselor would whisper while handing you a pamphlet. But some rules don't change. Instead of memorizing Counter-Strike maps, exit that server and go full...
Yeah, okay. This is one of the big things. You want to actually start making money, doing something with your life? Stop wasting hours of your time playing video games. That's rich coming from me because over the last few weeks I've been wasting hours of my time every single day playing Minecraft, but whatever, I've quit today. I haven't played it for a single minute today, and I'm probably not going to for at least a few more weeks. I'm getting back on the grind with recording YouTube videos now.
Rain Man on your field of investing, entrepreneurship, or business growth and learn it inside out. There are literally a million ways to gather intel on your market, your customers, and whatever chaos you've decided to call a plan.
Jesus.
Just do yourself a favor. Skip those get-rich-fast social media videos. They love the word
like
guaranteed,
this one.
and somehow always forget to mention it comes with a tiny adjective, rubbish.
Oh my god, Logan. Fucking scammer. I have no idea what this is a reference to. I don't get it.
Knowledge compounds like money. The more you know, the better your decisions. The better your decisions, the more your money works for you. It's literally that simple. But simple never means easy. Okay, enough high school counseling for now, and don't smoke the pamphlet I just gave you. Step 5. A game plan. Have you ever played Monopoly with friends or family?
Oh, God.
Everyone knows the rules, right? But in real life, most people just wander aimlessly around the board, dodging jail, collecting $200 when they pass go, and hoping the next roll of the dice magically fixes everything. Let me ask you, have you ever seen anyone actually win that way? And no, rage quitting and flipping the board doesn't count. So
I actually have
what
seen
should your
someone win that
real-life
way
goals
once.
be? Well, for starters,
It was
save enough
very
money
lucky,
to buy a
but
house instead
he
of
still
renting
won.
forever. Duh! Stop letting your money vanish into someone else's mortgage like smoke from a campfire. Invest instead of just saving. We're here to build, not just maintain. Your portfolio of assets will get you things that broke people only dream of, or have to buy on credit. It's all about choices, just like in Monopoly. Think of it this way. You pick the wheelbarrow as your token while someone else settles for an old shoe. Who's planning ahead now? Step 6. Diversify income
Can't really
stream.
compare those two.
Diversify. Yeah, I know. You've heard that word so many times you're
Yeah.
tempted to punch your laptop. But in this
Oh,
case,
I am.
it actually matters. Because if all your money is sitting in one place, guess what? That place can be hit by a plane, an asteroid, or by both simultaneously.
Well, actually, if an asteroid hits the place where you have all your money, it might not be bad, because there's a chance that asteroid is very valuable. Not sure how many years ago this was, but I heard a story of a guy who, like, made over $1 million or something. Or at least an asteroid worth over $1 million crashed into his house. So he became an instant millionaire. Not sure if that story is actually true, but I heard it, so maybe it is.
I know. Talk about a bad day. Plain and simple, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, unless you're an omelette enthusiast, of course. But if you go from frying to crying, one basket.
Is Mitsi Studio actually monetized? Are these videos monetized? Because honestly, I don't get how they are with some of the stuff they show.
Well, unless you're an omelette enthusiast, of course. But if you go from frying to crying because your omelette gets burned, don't say we didn't warn you. It's the clever part. Spreading your money across real estate, stock market investments, and a few shady side hustles can actually be genius. Think pet influencer manager, rental friend, fake social media consultant, or even online amateur omelette chef. Sure, they're weird, but they can also boost your passive income, wealth building, and financial freedom like nothing else. Step 7. Stay fit, not fat. Yes, this one actually makes sense.
What does this have to do with getting rich?
But let's be real, you wouldn't be the first person to grind like a maniac, say sleep, nah, and hurl your body straight into a spectacular burnout. Here's the brutal truth. If you're busy with work, sure, you've got 1,000 problems. But if you're sick, suddenly you've got one problem. And in this case, that single problem is way worse than 1,000 minor annoyances combined. So, do yourself a favor. Replace that third cup of cheap coffee with something green. Elizabeth Holmes style, minus the criminal charges, of course. Carve out an hour a day for some PT, yoga, or just pretending to be athletic, and actually get those 8 hours of sleep. And here's the secret. Picture all those dollars raining into your bank account while you snooze. You could be dreaming about winning a game of Monopoly and see the money in your bank account the next morning. Ka-ching! Now, at this point, I can hear you guys thinking after hearing all these tips and tricks, whew, those guys at Mitsi must be rolling in it.
No,
well, let me tell you,
they are not.
We're not, actually. Probably because we're bad students of our own advice. How ironic.
Yeah.
Here we are spending our money on motorcycles, samurai swords, tiger tank models, inflatable après ski tents.
I mean, okay, maybe a tiger model isn't the best thing to spend your money on, but it's a tiger model. I mean, I spent my money on a Lego Bismarck. Well, it's not real Lego, it's fake Chinese Lego, but it looks way better than real Lego does, and it was way cheaper, so who fucking cares? I mean, look at it. I don't know how well you can see that, because it's pretty far away, but it looks fucking gorgeous. And it's way better than any of the sets I saw Lego put out, so yeah. Chinese knockoffs, they're just better than real Legos. Not only are they cheaper, they're also better and more interesting.
Etc., etc. And at the end of the day, we're still eating factory sausages out of a can. So please, take our wisdom with a grain of salt. If you enjoyed this chaos and cash wisdom, smash that like button. And hey, take our
this
wisdom
can easily be
with a grain of
photoshopped
salt.
into something else.
Smash that like button. And hey, if you've got your own creative plan to become a millionaire, drop it in the comments. Until then, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Yeah, no. If you want to be rich, you have to exploit the common worker, the common man. You need to exploit the people, exploit the land, exploit whatever else can be exploited for your own gain. Make sure to keep your workers' wages low so that you can profit as much as possible. Basically, if you want to get rich, just be a piece of shit. And that's how you'll get rich quick. No one gets rich by actually being an honest and good person. Okay, that's a joke. There's probably at least a few people who did, but the majority of rich people are assholes. It's like, you know, it's like actors, like Hollywood. Social media personalities. You'll find that 1 in 1,000 people who's actually a good person off camera, but the rest are pieces of shit. I mean, I'm also trying to get rich, you know. I've been making YouTube videos for how long now? 2-3 years, and I'm almost at 1,000 subs. Maybe once I get monetization, those 5 cents I'll be making every month will get me rich eventually. Yeah, no. You're not gonna get rich from YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay nearly as well as many people would think. Although, saying that, 4 years ago, or was it 3 years ago? I don't even remember how long it was. I had a channel which I did make money on for a little while. I was making barely anything, maybe like $1 or $2 a month. And then suddenly a video hit and I made $1,000. Well, no, not dollars, 1,000 Polish zloty, which is about $250 to $300 now, depending on the course, what the value is. I made that in a week. And the moment that happened, YouTube took away my monetization. No idea why. I had monetization enabled for months. I didn't do anything different. I didn't get any strikes. But the moment I started making a lot of money, they said, nah, fuck it. You're not making anything. So yeah, fuck YouTube. So yeah, you can definitely make a living out of YouTube, but you're not gonna become a millionaire. Unless you're somebody like Markiplier. But he's an OG. And he's one of those one in a thousand who's actually a good person off camera, I would assume, because come on, there's no way Markiplier is a piece of shit. But anyway, that's enough yapping from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.